What was happening in your dating life when this song came into the picture?
Girl, I was making a lot of mistakes. Over the course of 1 year, I I had meaningful relationships with 8 people.
Name 'em. Name 'em.
Do you remember his friend?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Then there was... That's... He's one of the other ones.
Okay.
Oh, and do you remember...
The white guy?
Yeah.
Was there a moment that you realized, oh, I'm collecting red flags like trading cards?
Yeah, but it didn't stop me from doing it again.
Capítulo 6. Boys like you.
It's such an outrageous series of events and romantic endeavors that, in retrospect, of course, inherently comical to me. But in the moment, it felt very, very serious.
What boys are we talking about? Are they the charming ones, the reckless ones, the emotionally unavailable ones?
There's a very common profile. Not visual, because I just love beautiful people. Temperament is very specific and repeated, which is, I'm trying not to say bitchy little bottoms. There is a strong pattern of poor relationships with their fathers. And I am not one of those people. My dad was the best. I have this instinct when I meet guys who are sullen, moody, unkind, and I think, oh, they must not have received the type of love that would make them be at ease. And I can be that. And that's wrong.
Did writing this track feel like calling them out, laughing about it, or both?
I mean, I tried to keep it vague enough that I'm not calling anyone out specifically, because ultimately I'm not harboring any bad feelings towards anyone except for one person, and you know exactly who the fuck you are. The person that I'm calling out most of all is myself, because why do I fall for boys like you?
What do you think pulled you into that fast-paced, back-to-back dating?
After my marriage ended, I was so accustomed to having someone, it was like I was almost absent-mindedly repopulating that spot. And I will say, I am coming up on 2 years single.
Hey.
I have been willfully resisting partnership, and I think that that is the right choice for now.
What production elements really bring that 70s sparkle to it, would you say?
This glittery quality of synthwave.
Straightforward, dancey pop song approach. So energetic, kind of pumping,
Pulsing, driving beat and bass line.
still retaining the sensitivity of the song itself. And Michael kind of told me the premise behind the whole thing, the idea behind the lyrics. There's still a little bit of sadness behind a theme that seems like it's almost like a party theme in some ways, kind of like a promiscuous sort of theme. So it's kind of a mixed bag, I'd say.
My dad listened to a lot of disco that I heard, and that's kind of what I took from it.
So Boys Like You, it sounds like, was a way for you to be the man that a lot of these boys didn't have. And it's interesting now that you are even connecting disco to your father. What is the connection there?
I hadn't considered any of that. For being a Palestinian immigrant Air Force guy, he had such an unexpected taste in music. He loved Prince, he loved Meatloaf, he loved ABBA, he loved Bruce Springsteen, but he had a real strong inclination towards theatricality. This parade of poor romantic decisions was inherently theatrical. I do think that musically, the landscape he introduced me to sounded like this chapter.
How do you feel like dancing through the pain gives you a kind of power?
Dancing Through the Pain is a recurrent theme throughout the entire album, but the reason for dancing is different each time. I think in this instance, I'm dancing like a spinning disco ball because I'm spiraling like a disco ball.
For anyone who keeps attracting boys like that, what would you want this track to say to them?
It's you, not them. That's what I would say. I wish somebody said it to me. At no point should we lose sight of the fact that we consent to the treatment that we believe we deserve. And I did not insist on being treated better. If anyone finds themselves in that position, I would hope that they give themselves permission to leave.
Period.